Hello, um, welcome to the second section of this educational program. Today, we're going to talk about manifesto. But before I start with manifesto, our previous discussion was about political party and the party system, of which we talk about what a political party is, we talk about the benefits, we talk about the criticisms, we also talk about the features that is surrounding political party. And we mentioned few of them. And one of the features that a political party need to embrace is what we call manifesto. Because manifesto plays a vital and important role in terms of capturing political power. So today, our topic for discussion is manifesto. As you can see on the screen, manifesto. Now, what is manifesto? Manifesto is a document that outlines electoral promises or programs of a political party which it intends to fulfill when elected into power. Now, as you can see on the screen, political party is not something that is said. It's not oral something. It is a document that has been written down, which comprises of what the political party intend to do when they come into power. Basically, this written statement or document, it is set to the public, indicating the purpose, indicating the motive, indicating the policies that these political parties will bring when they are elected to power. So, without the manifesto, the electorate wouldn't understand what the political party want to do for the electorate and the country as a whole. So, it's basically a document in which power. So, manifesto is a kind of a written guideline that guides the political party what they are supposed to do and also inform we the citizens that this is basically the things that these political parties want to do when they come to power. And before we can elect a political party to power, the electors has the right to be educated based on their manifesto for us to decide whatever they plan doing will benefit us or not. If whatever they are doing will benefit us, then we can cast our vote and vote them into power. Good. Let's continue. What is the importance of manifesto? As we said, manifesto is a written document. Why is it important? And what is the essence of the manifesto? That is basically what you're talking about over here. One, manifesto serve as a benchmark for measuring the performance of government and also ensure they become accountable to the electorate. Of course, it is true. Now, assuming that these political parties they all read their manifesto to us, and we got to realize that one particular party's manifesto is going to benefit we the electorate. What do? We vote this political party into power. Now, once they've been able to educate us about the promises, about the programs, about the policies, about the motive behind their manifesto or motive behind we voting them to come to power, to do it, have they been able to implement it? So it helps us to check their performance. Typical example is when MPP was in opposition, they said a lot of promises, they said a lot of things that when they come to power, there's going to be a free SHS for us, one district, one dam, one district, 1 million, and the rest. Now, we voted them to power because we believe that when they come to power, they will do it. Now, the question is whatever thing that is said in their manifesto, have they been able to perform it? Has the electorate been able to benefit out of what they said when they were doing their campaign? That is bringing us to the question that yes or no. Now, these manifestos, or helpers just to measure their performance and see to them that they are accountable to whatever thing that they said. If you said it, you need to do it. So one was a benchmark for measuring the performance of the government and also to ensure that they become accountable to the electorate. Two, it educates the voters about the policies of the competing parties or candidates, or to help the voters to vote rightly. Assuming that I come to you and I said I want to stand as a president in this particular country, Ghana, when you vote me to power, I will give you a car. If you vote me to power, I will give you a wife. If you vote me to power, I'll give me a husband. Now, what am I doing? I'm educating you. I'm trying to tell you the policies that I want to do when I'm being elected to power. Assuming that someone who has been working for so long and want to buy a car, no means for him to buy a car. But because my policy is indicating or stating the fact that once you vote me to power, every citizen in this particular country will get a car. What will you do? You vote for me to come to power because you think that if I'm being elected to come to power to control the policies and affairs of the state, I'll be able to implement my policy by giving you a car. In this case, you have voted what? Rightly. But in a case whereby your policies is not going to benefit me, there is no need for me to vote you to come to power. So this manifesto educate the voters, that means we are the voters, about the policies of the competing party, either wisely or wrongly, depending on their manifesto and the benefits that the electorate will get out of it. Third point, it serves as a guide to the party when it is in power. Like I said earlier, manifesto is a guide. Now, as an opposition party, I'm backing on campaigns and I'm telling the citizen that if you vote for me to come to power, I'll make sure I will establish more schools. I'll make sure I will establish or build more hospitals. I'll make sure there wouldn't be any electrical power shortage. Everything will be in place. I come to Takrady, I've been doing it, go to Accra, go to Cape Coast and all these places, and I've been educating people concerning my manifesto. Now, in this case, when I'm being elected to come to power, I shouldn't forget that all that I said when I went to these places, I'm supposed to implement it because the citizens are all waiting for me to implement. So this manifesto now will guide me as to what I'm supposed to do and what I'm not supposed to do. Because they voted me to come to power because of what I told them I would do for them. So it's going to guide me on what I'm supposed to do for the electorate or the citizen to be content and for them not to lose hope in you as the ruling what government. Again, it gives ideological directions of the party and how it intends to achieve it. Of course, it is a gives you an idea about where the party is going to lead us or what the party intends to achieve in the near future. The voters indicating to the citizen, the electors of the voters that this is what we intend to achieve in the next future. This is what we intend to achieve when you vote for me to come to power. So it gives you the direction, it gives the electorate the idea about where this political party is heading towards, or why this political party is taking this particular direction for the purpose of what benefiting us, we the electorate, based on their policies that they are saying in their what manifesto. Again, it serves as a magnetic pull to attract members and supporters into the party. Of course, yes, assuming that in my manifesto I mention an example or I mention a policy which is going to benefit the student and the graduate. Of course, I'm going to ensure that all graduates will be employed. Anytime you finish school, I will employ you. To be specific, the nursing student, the moment you complete school, you're going to be posted. The teacher train, the moment you finish school, you're going to be posted. Now, which kind of people are going to follow me? The political party. These graduates, these students are going to follow because I am serving as a magnet to pull these people to follow me because these policies are going to benefit us. So a manifesto is like a magnet that pulls people because of the policies, because of the programs and the promises in it. It pulls a caliber of people because these policies or these programs or these people to come together to support this political party based on the manifesto that they read to the electorate. Good. Now, let's talk about some of the problems that is associated with these political manifesto. Of course, everything has its good side as well as the bad side. So you're also going to see the problems of a political manifesto. Good. First one, unachievable set of manifesto. This has been the greatest problem for most political parties in terms of their manifesto. Because they are eager and they want to come to power, they give false promises, gives a lot of promises. Of which these promises, you can testify, you could see that these promises are not achievable. And manifesto is like a set of objectives, and every objective needs to be smart. Every objective needs to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. And you could see that these manifestos or these policies that they are saying to us are not achievable. Of course, some can be achievable, not all objectives or not all policies in the manifesto can be achieved. But you just have to say something that you can achieve it when you are being elected to come to power. But because they want to capture political power forcefully, they will say all sorts of things with the motive of trying to convince the electorate that they will achieve it. But the moment they come to power, they find it very difficult to achieve those policies in the manifesto. So it has been a greatest problem for our political parties in our country. Two, failure to implement the set objectives. Of course, yes, I said yeah. The objective that they said they want to achieve it, they fail to achieve it. Some even don't even achieve it at all. They give false promises, they give false objectives, thinking that when they come to power, they will achieve it. There are certain things that is preventing them not to achieve their goals and objectives. One can be the financial constraint because they think that when they come to power, there will be enough money to achieve certain objectives. But have you considered the number of people that in your country, the people or the project that are there to achieve? So when you're setting an objective, you need to take into consideration a lot of factors before you set certain objectives because not all objectives can be achieved or can be able to continue set implemented projects. A ruling government might set up a project. Opposition who also comes out with his or her own manifesto, thinking about trying to establish something that is different from what the ruling government is doing. So in this case, when the manifesto touches the heart of the electorate or the voters and they are being voted to power, when they come into power, they fail to continue the project that the then ruling government has started. And these things has been affecting our country for a very long time. And our country is not really going very well because there are lots of projects that have been there for long that nobody or no political party is yet to complete the project. And because of the manifesto that they said, I want to establish a hospital. And the ruling government has started with a school. Because school was not part of his manifesto, he will leave the project over there and try to establish a hospital with the intention of satisfying the needs of the voters, of which the school can also be of benefit to the electorate. So voters are also supposed to be aware of these things before you can vote a political party to power. Now, the ruling government has started a project of building a social amenities like may- maybe a hospital or something. But because the opposition party also said no, I want to build a dam. When you come, they fail to continue the project that has been started, but rather focus on their manifesto by building a dam for the electric. So these are some of the problems that we face in terms of our political manifesto. This party, did they buy shares? Did they sell their properties? On what ways? On what grounds? What are some of the things that they do in order to get money to fund their political party? We should also understand that a political party is more of an organized group of people. It's like an organization, and every organization needs money to fund it. And financial problem has been the greatest challenge to all political parties because before you can come to power, consider the number of campaigns you do, consider the number of things and the running errands, places, trying to convince people to vote for you and stuff. It involves a lot of money. The question is, how do you fund? Where do you get this money to fund this political party? And this is what you're going to talk about today. Good. The first one is dues from the members. Now, because it's a political party and it looks like an organization, every member in this political party needs to get a card, and this card indicates that you're a member of this political party. So you are entitled to paying dues either weekly, monthly, quarterly, or yearly, depending on the political party that you find yourself in. So these money that are being collected from the members as dues sometimes are used to fund or to manage the affairs of the political parties. Good. Next one, fundraising. They do organize a fundraising in their political meetings with the purpose of generating money to support these political parties. There are certain places that they need to go that needs a lot of money. So they need to do a fundraising where you allow people to bring out the little money they have in order to support their political party in times of several ways of doing this with the purpose of capturing political party. Next one, the proceed from the sales of party materials. Yes, they get money from these party materials. Example, the T-shirt that they sell. Example, the cap that they sell. Example, all these things, these books and these materials that they use in terms of doing their campaigns. These materials that they sell, they generate some amount of money out of it with a purpose of funding their political party. Good. Next one. Found from sales of membership card. Of course, yes, you pay money to receive this particular card. So the money that you paid for you to receive the card is sometimes used to also fund this to raise from dinner. They do sometimes organize a dinner, then they just open a forum. We need money to do this kind of project. We need money to embark on this campaign. We need people to come and support us. Now, these are some of the ways that they generate money in order to support or fund their political party. Again, donation from patrons. Every political party has patron and patronage. Now, what they do is they consult these people and tell them that this is where we are heading towards. This is our financial stand. Is there any other way they can help or support us with some amount of money or some financial stability or something? And these people are called a patron or support them with some sum of money to support their political party. And lastly, sales of nomination forms and filing. Now, if you want to be an executive member of the political party, they sell a nomination form, and this nomination form is not free. You buy it, you fill it, and you're qualified. You have to file it and all this. So filing and then embarking on this nomination comes with a cost, and you need to pay for it. And these are some of the money that they get in funding their political party. First of all, we talk about dues from members. Secondly, fundraising. Third, proceeds from sales of party materials. Fourth, funds from sales of membership cards. Fifth, funds raised from dinner. Sixth, sales of nomination forms, and filing. Factors that what are some of the factors that will ensure that a political party will succeed or have succeeded? And these are some of the factors we're going to discuss over here, of which I want you to listen and listen carefully for you to get it. One, the caliber and the reputation of party candidates. Now, the caliber and the reputation of that particular party candidate is a very vital feature that everybody looks up to before they can join a political party. Because if I'm joining a political party, I'll make sure I'll ask myself, is this political party capable of becoming successful through capturing political party? If yes, which people are our leaders? Are they capable of winning this political party through election? Yes. So the caliber of people is very important, and the reputation that they carry is also very important. Example, when it comes to MPP, the caliber of people in terms of Nana Adjanko Akufo-Addo, Alan Chamantin, and the rest. These people has a good reputation, and their level of education is very high. So in this case, people will love to join this political party because of these people. I quite remember in the year 2006, I had a conversation with one of my friends. As I was talking to him, I just asked him, "So this political party, this MPP and DC, which party do you intend voting for?" And he was like, "Yeah, I want to vote for NDC." I said, "Oh, why? Have you read their manifesto? Do you have any idea about their manifesto?" He said, "No." I said, "So why are you voting for NDC?" He was like, I like um, Jerry John Rawlings because he is a nice man. A lot of people respect him. He is fair, and you cannot mess up with him. The reputation is so high, so high." And he said a lot. Another question is, he is joining these political parties because of the reputation of Jerry John Rawlings. So the caliber of people and the reputation is very important or key factor in the party. Second, the well organized party structure. Nobody would love to join a party that is not structured, a party that does their things haphazardly or does their things anyhow. Everybody wants to join a party that are organized in terms of their affairs, in terms of management. Because when a well organized party is there, everything that they do is in order and it's in systematic place. So these people has a potential of capturing political party. Third one, broad-based membership. Of course, yes. If you would see that this political party will make it through election to capture political power, it depends on the broad-based membership. Now, your membership will not determine the success of the political party because if your membership are so broad, that is whereby when votings are being done, they get a lot of votes in order to capture political party. So you just have to open your membership so that everybody can also join. And we call this kind of party a mass party. Good. Next one, financial capability of the party. Political party cannot be run just by an empty hand. It needs money to run it. So before I can come and join your political party, I just have to know your financial background, your financial capability. Do you have money to fund the party? Do you have money to do all these policies and these programs and promises that you promised in your manifesto? Is your financial background strong enough to implement this policy? If your financial background is strong, of course, everybody would like to join because they know that when you come to power, you will do the needful for them to benefit out of it. Next one, education of the electorate by the party. Of course, it's very important How do you educate? It's not all political parties that educate the electorate based on the party. So before a member can join a political party, before you can see that this party will also succeed, they have certain things that they do. They educate the electorate or the citizen based on their party, what the party is, how was the party formed, members of the party, the financial stand of the party, the aims and the objectives of the party, the missions and visions of the party, and what the party intends to achieve. You educate them. Now, when you educate them, now lots of people will now come and join because they see that the party has a foresight and has a vision and has the electorate at heart that when they come to power, they're going to support them and make them to live a good standard. Good. Again, a good party program or manifesto. Yes, before you could see that this party will succeed, it should have a good manifesto. And what is a good manifesto? In simple terms, a good manifesto is a policies or program or a written policies or program that will benefit the country and the electorate as a whole. So if your party is going to be successful, your your policy, your program needs to benefit the country and benefit the electorate as a whole. Lastly, impressive party performance. When you're talking about impressive party performance, we could talk about the past experience, the past party. You've been to power before. What are some of the things that you've done? What are some of the projects that you've done? What are some of the social amenities you have embarked on? These things will help you, the electorate, to vote for you or to have a vision in you that, of course, you've done it before, so they are capable of doing it again. So the performance that you've done previously will determine your success tomorrow. Thank you. For further information, please contact our WhatsApp line 0205266613 or 0556142 Like our page, subscribe for more videos. Have a nice day and God bless you so much. Bye bye.